Okay, I'm back. And I had to put the two videos together. My phone ran out of storage, so I had to delete some stuff before I finished. But anyways, the one that I just showed, this one is this yarn right here. Oh, that looks purple. It's not purple. It's like blues and greens. There's no purple in it. This is blue. The one that looks purple, that's blue. Maybe if I get it closer. Nope, still looks purple. But this is what I'm using to make another Mangetsu shawl out of. And it still looks purple. I don't know. Maybe it's the light. But yeah. And it is really soft and squishy. I really like that. Got that in my little My Little Pony bag. And then new bag, the Cardinal from Randy. Absolutely love it. This is the other yarn that I got from AC Moore. And again, there's no color. Got two of them, 50-gram balls. But it's that orange and black, and this is, oops, oh yeah, I didn't put a stitch marker in there. Oh, it's all tangled. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there we go. Anyways, hopefully it doesn't fall. Here is, and it's hard to tell when it's like folded together, but there's all these little holes, and the pattern that I'm using, it's Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. So there's all these. I keep sending pictures to my sister to make sure that she's gonna like it. She likes it so far. And if she doesn't like it when it's done, too bad. She's getting it anyways. And she lost the other one that I made. And she's like, now that I found it, I could start wearing it again. And she lives in Florida. Like, why would you want to wear something like that in Florida? But it's my sister for you. She's a weirdo. Oh, and yep. I don't know how I did that, but I just put it on it. So I'm going to make it really, really tight so it doesn't mess it up. Oh, well. That's only for my sister anyways. She ain't going to even notice. But I got that hanging out in this awesome bag. And I love how there's the handles. The last bag, what bag was it? I think it was that big bag. I wanted to do something like this, but I totally forgot. So I didn't put one on there. Now I can finally show you the hat that I made my brother and the progress so far on the Come On I Wanna Ruwana sweater. Where's my brother? There it is. Just like a really basic beanie. And this, I used one of Crystal at Bag O' Day Crochet's patterns for this. But I think it looks so cool how it is like going sideways. So I just hope it fits my brother. I used my husband's head to measure. And the yarn that I used for that I don't know if I showed it before. This is what I got in the mystery yarn package that I got from Randy the first time. And it's fall. That's the colorway. I think I showed this, or the yarn before. Get that out of the way for now. And then the Come On I Wanna. So I'm going to show it to you upside down because maybe. There we go. Doesn't look like much right now, but this will be, maybe if I can show it, like stitched up this with this. Oh, you can't even see it. Had it up too high. Right here. So I still got a little ways to go before I'm able to do that and then start the other side. Oh, I can't even get it all in. There we go. That is all I've got done so far. I haven't really crocheted in probably 2 days now, 2 or 3 days, because of my wrist. It's not liking me doing much of, movement with it. So that's why I decided to dye some yarn. Although standing there holding the yarn up in the pot while it dyed, that also did not help. It hurt quite a bit. But I think after my son goes to sleep tonight, I'm going to try and do something different with dyeing that. I don't know. My legs are sticking to the seat because I'm wearing shorts. So yeah, that's really all. Today, did laundry. Since we still don't have a washer because our washer broke, we have to go to the laundromat. It's a pain. But we go to the laundromat that I used to work at, and as long as you wash your clothes there, you get free drying. Because the dryers there don't take quarters. All you gotta do, if you were to wash your clothes at home and wanted to dry them there, if you're a nice person and you go up and say, hey, I'm just using a couple of dryers, you pay $1 for the dryers. But there's many people that we've caught that didn't wash their clothes there that are using the dryers, because all you gotta do is put your clothes in and press the buttons and then it starts. So it's not like you need, like, we gave them something to put in or whatever to start the dryers. You just press the button and they start. And then that's one of the reasons why I go there, because they jack the prices up on the washers, but you get free drying. Instead of spending the money on the washers and the dryers, I'd rather just spend the money on the washers and then not have to worry about using more quarters for the dryers. And also I know, like, the tricks on getting the dryers, or if a quarter gets stuck in the washer, that's probably another reason why right here hurts, because, oh no, it was this hand that I did it with. There was a washer, it was I think it was only $7.50 at the time. But the quarters kept getting stuck. And one of the customers was like, the quarters won't go in. So I had to sit there and bang the quarters in. Sometimes I had to bang on the washer more than once to get one quarter down. So probably about $9 worth of quarters banging on that thing. I ended up going to urgent care, and they told me something about the bone is decreasing due to lack of oxygen or something. I don't know. It didn't make sense then, And it still doesn't make sense now. But I still got to make the appointment for the chiropractor for, not chiropractor, orthopedic for this hand. But I'm waiting for, since my husband switched jobs, I'm waiting for the insurance to kick in so I can get that taken care of. I just hope it doesn't have to involve surgery, because not being able to crochet is one thing, but what am I supposed to do about taking care of my son? Like, I can handle not being able to crochet, but I'm not going to be able to lift my son up if I have surgery on my hand or on my wrist. I'm not going to be able to lift anything. I'm not technically not supposed to lift or put weight on my left hand right now. But do I listen? No. Because I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I kind of got to pick him up, put weight on it, lift things up with it. I mean, he is starting to walk, but he's still a little wobbly. So, hopefully, I just need to do, like, stretches or something. They can do something that doesn't involve surgery. That's one thing I don't want, is I don't want to have surgery. I've only had one surgery in my life, and that was a C-section. And it was an emergency C-section. My son didn't want to wait, and using the umbilical cord as a pillow. 5 weeks early. He did not want to wait. But yeah, I'm going to cake up the cotton. It's not, I think it is, this is the premier cotton. Because I'm not a real big fan of this. But I had a bunch of it. Or no, I didn't have a bunch of it. I got a bunch of it because, excuse me, I think they were clearanced or something. Or no, AC Moore sells them for like $1 or something like that. So I figured, why not? And then I later found out that I did not like working with it because it sheds. It's very, like, there's a lot of fuzzies coming up. Like when I was hanking this one up, I just saw like fibers flying around. Well, I'm not even really 100% sure I like the way this looked. I'll have to see what it looks like when it's worked up. I wish there was more green in it than anything. When I was, what was it? Oh, when I dumped out the dye, the red dye, it looked like somebody just got murdered in the sink. It was all like deep, deep red. And I think the color is sapphire red. But if my husband is okay with watching my son, well, not watching him, but keeping him content long enough for me to just throw this stuff in the dye, and then I'll get him to sleep, and then I can come back and just let it dry and see if that works. If it works, that would be awesome. But I'm not confident that it's going to work. I mean, maybe if I dye it enough that it'll get, I mean, there's some green. It just looks like washed out. I don't know. I was really hoping that it would work. Unless if I have to get like the cotton and do it with the cotton and make something. See? That right there. I don't know if you can see it. That's why I don't like this yarn. So, work it up. Hopefully it looks good. And we'll go from there. I was so mad when it didn't work, and when I was rinsing it off, I saw the colors just like completely go out of it, and it turned back to white, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I just stood here for 2 hours dyeing these things, and it ain't gonna stay. So mad. I'm like, I give up. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna try one more thing, see if it works. And I let it sit in the 3 containers for like 3 hours or longer. It was like 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 3 hours. I let it sit, and it still drained out. I don't know if I should try doing the whole boiling of the water and then putting the dye in there and see. Like, I think the reason why it drained out is because I rinsed it after without it drying or letting it set for a minute. I mean, I think I let it sit for maybe like 10 minutes before I rinsed it. Well, I let it sit for the first one for as long as it took me to dye the other one, and then I let the second one sit for as long as it took me to rinse out the first one. But, I mean, the yarn that I used to tie it up dyed. I don't know why that worked and not the rest of it. But anyways, I'm going to go so I can see if my husband can watch my not watch. Why do I keep saying watch? It's not like he's babysitting somebody else's baby. It's his own son. See if he can keep him content long enough for me to try and figure this out, or I can let him try and figure it out. See if he can do it. If I have a problem with my sewing machine, I go to him. He helped me the last time when I was having problems with it, and he jokes around, and I really hope I don't offend anybody because it's not my intention. My husband is Filipino, and first time I asked him, I'm like, can you help me with my sewing machine? He's like, why? Is it because I'm Asian? I'm like, no, that's not even what I was gonna say. I was asking you to help me because I know you know how to use the sewing machine. He just took it way out of. So now we kind of joke about it. But before I was like, why would you say that? So weirdo. And then when I first got the sewing machine, he went to town on it and was making lines. First thing I made on my sewing machine was a little rice bag, which I still have. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere around here. I still have it. It doesn't smell like the thing. It was apple cinnamon scent that I put in it. Like the apple cinnamon oil I put in because what I wanted to do is like the rice bags. They like if you had like a muscle ache or something, heat it up and you can put it on. I made one of those because my mom has MS and she gets like muscle spasms, and she has to use things like that to help calm it down. So I made one. I made a couple. Made one for her, made one for me. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I think my phone is going to run out of space again. And I will put a picture of what the yarn looked like in each of the bins to show you what it was supposed to look like, because it wasn't supposed to look like this, and definitely wasn't supposed to look like this. And I dropped one. So I will most likely do another video tomorrow to see what goes on with this, whether it turns out or not. I will still try and do, even if it's less, like a 5-minute or less video. But thank you for watching. Have a good day or night, depending on when you watch this, and I will see you later. Bye.